Hey everyone, it's ScotRail 96 here. Hope you're doing well out there. Welcome to another Train Sim World live stream. I tell you, it's absolutely boiling in here. I can't believe I'm actually doing it. So yeah, for today's live stream, we're going to be heading up to Scotland, specifically the city of Glasgow. We're going to take a look at a small but very nice little route, and that is the Glasgow Cathcart Circle Line, released in, let's say, roughly this time of year, summertime 2021, and then had a big overhaul last year with the launch of, alongside the launch of the BR Class 380 electric multiple unit. We won't be going for a trip around the circle in the 380 today. We will just primarily focus with the 314. Give it some love. So head to the busier 2024 timetable. As you can see, plenty to choose from. We're going to go with the 314. And I think we will do this first train of, this one here, the 8:18 a.m. ScotRail service from Newton to Glasgow Central. We'll have it to custom. Have some clouds on there. And hey presto, let's rock and roll. I'll say my hellos to the Banana Craft and Sophie. Hope you're both well. The Banana Craft did appear in the last live stream, Sophie, right towards the end. But anyway, it's good to see him in this one once again. Okay, so this is a free coach multiple unit. Destination boards off. Indicator dimmer to high. Headlights and marker lights. There we go. Put the brakes on. Surprised they were disengaged. There we go. Let's unlock the doors. I did forget that this multiple unit now has a working GSMR radio. Presume the lights are already set up, ready for departure. Let's check everything. TBWS cutout is on. Auxiliary lighting 1 and 2. Is that for elements of the cab? I'm not sure actually. And there's DSD and TPWS. And whilst we wait, I will turn on the motion blur to aid the stream's performance. Okay, so here we are at Newton. This is the multiple unit we'll be operating today, a class 314, free coach formation, a single free coach unit. I think you can do some services which have 2 units connected together, but I think that's in, well, you might see it occasionally in the peak hours. But off peak, it's mostly just single free coach units. But yeah, this route looks so much better with the new lighting and improvements to scenery and fixes and all that kind of stuff. And plus the 314 having a bit of an overhaul as well. Lighting wise, some textures have been cleaned up a little bit. I think before there was a blurry destination blind.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
On the exterior of this train. The last time I took a peek at this route, but it seems that's been fixed as well. So that's pretty good. Okay, let's go. Speed limit is 40 miles per hour. We'll shortly be going up to 50, and the first station we will be stopping at is Kirkhill. There's a 380. We'll be seeing that many times throughout this stream. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You can compare now the Cathcart Circle Line to the Cardiff City network, which are very similar type of routes. You know, they serve the suburbs of a major city. You know, with Cardiff, you know, the capital of Wales, and Glasgow, the second biggest city in Scotland. And, you know, serving the various suburbs, they have quite a few stations. Cardiff, the Cardiff City network has, I think it's 21 stations. This, I'm not so sure. I think is it 15? It might be more than that. I never actually checked, to be fair. I mean, the thing with the Cathcart Circle, I mean, you know, you could trade punches all day with the Cardiff City network. The Cardiff City network is technically a bigger route. It's got more track mileage. It has 2 trains with the package instead of just one with the Cathcart Circle line. But the Circle line is cheaper, so you know it just goes back and forth. I suppose it's down to personal preference, really. I do think that if the Cathcart Circle line wasn't upgraded to, you know, the latest TSW standards, you know, in terms of scenery, foliage, textures, lighting, weather, etc., then it would lag quite significantly behind the Cardiff City network. But now it's had this big facelift, and coupled with the arrival of a new multiple unit to operate services. Operate services on this route. You know, it certainly is a much more intriguing proposition to people who want to, you know, if they wasn't so sure on which product to pick up. I'd personally say, at this moment in time, I'd still stick by Glasgow's Cathcart Circle line for now. I haven't actually taken an in-depth look at the Cardiff City network. I did pick it up at the weekend. But there is a couple more products I need to pick up as well, which are the Manchester Airport commuter, which arrives is it tomorrow? Or is it the day after? No, it's Tuesday tomorrow, isn't it? So yeah, it should arrive tomorrow. And the Mitten Walled barn, if that's what it. Yeah, the Mitten Walled barn. That one looks very interesting to me. It's just a wee bit expensive. I can afford it. It's just, I need to prioritise my pounds and pennies on other bills, sadly. Chief among which is the I had to pay my yearly subscription for the PlayStation Plus, which is a pain in the neck, but there you go. At least you get some free games every month. Can't complain. Well, depends if they're actually games I'm interested in. Okay, the next stop is Burnside. It's just over half a mile away. One thing I will say that I'm still surprised that Dovetail haven't implemented. They haven't implemented a new busy timetable to the Cathcart Circle Line's journey mode. The services you will do on that journey mode, and the corresponding chapters, you will only experience the older, more quieter timetable, which isn't a bad thing. Particularly on pieces of hardware that are much more fragile, let's say, and prefer a quieter rail scene, so the console or PC or whatever can operate trouble free. So, but obviously, the busier one is the better one. Ooh, we've overstepped it a little bit. I think we should be fine. Does the fan work? Yeah, that's what you need today. A fan like that. At least it works. That's something. Oh no, let's take a look at the station. So this is Burnside. So you've got a very long walkway to the bridge in the distance there. The scenery is just so much better, particularly with the foliage, mixing with the with the trackside infrastructure. It's much more bedded in, it just seems to fit. Got some houses there. Nice wildlife in the atmosphere, in sounds, the birds chirping away. It's lovely. The next stop is Croftford, just under a mile away. Just let the train cruise for the moment. Have you got tea and biscuits? No, I haven't. Well, I mean, I do have biscuits, but I'm not going to have any because they'll just melt. They literally will just melt. They're chocolate biscuits. They melt instantly as soon as they come out of the tin, and it's currently 26 degrees and it's absolutely boiling. So no biscuits. But I got tea though, and a bottle of water as well. Banana Cross company has changed the shift pattern. Oh, good. That's good. More free time for you to see your friends and family and do the things you want to do. That's good. Hey Saito Kid, hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for asking. Just doing some commuter services on the Cathcart Circle Line. It's hard to see the stop signs on the right hand side because obviously yeah, you can't really see much when you look to the right. You could. It's very limited visibility. No, working at night is probably much easier at the moment. It's not cold, but it's cooler than the current daytime temperatures. That's for certain. Banana craft. Sophie, yeah, it's a solid first attempt at a route from Alan Thompson Simulation. I'm quite pleased it's reasonably priced, which is a first. I was fearing it would be, at the same price as the Cardiff City network, but pleasantly surprised that it's cheaper than that particular route. I mean, Cardiff City network has more stations and an extra train, one brand new to boot. But the Manchester Airport commuter has, I think it's less stations, but it's more mileage. And it's cheaper, so that's good. Should it be less? Maybe. The fact you don't get anything new to play with when it comes to the trains, but judging by the screenshot, I saw a first preview of it, or elements of it, on Twitch. I think it was last weekend. On Alan Thompson Simulations channel, and yeah, it looked okay. It looked pretty solid. The only problem is, if you look at Just Trains' first route, and it just blows it out of the water. Ooh, break. Forget how slow this is when it comes to braking. There we go. One thing I need to do is turn off the battery saver on my phone. Otherwise, I keep having to turn it on every time, just to look at the comments and the live chat, I should say. Yeah, it does blend. It does blend in well with the ballast. That was the word I was trying to look for. It was the ballast, the trackside ballast. Sophie, satellite. Oh, strawberry cornetto and ice lollies. Oh, I had I had a Magnum lolly. I think it was like cherry flavour. On Saturday. Saturday evening, yeah. Ooh, didn't look where I'm going there. I was about to pick up a bottle of water then, thinking it was all going to be easy peasy. Just focus a minute here. Steep gradient, the steepest on the route. This particular section here, 2.9%. It's crazy. The next station stop is Mount Florida. Speed limit is has increased to 35 as we are coming up to Mount Florida. I've just noticed the GSMR radio appears to have switched itself off. Don't know how that's happened. There's another train coming onto the platform. Let's open the doors. Right, now I'll have a sip of me drink. Oh, it's lovely. Cytokine depends. It's harder to make life and yeah. I mean, just trying to. I agree, and I think you're and absolutely right, Cytokine. Just Trains shouldn't be used as not just a benchmark, but the sole benchmark. There are other people, and you're absolutely right. There are other developers that are upping their games quality. Just look at TSG, for example. He's made two brilliant routes. I mean, one of them I haven't even got yet, which is the Mitten Wall Barn. And that just looks... You instantly look at that and it screams quality. Be it from the multiple unit to the textures of the multiple unit, inside and out, the mechanical physics, to the routes, scenery, across the board, it's just tip-top as far as I'm concerned. I suppose Just Trains is always known as the benchmark because it's to this day it's produced I believe the best product overall within a very long distance route, which is we haven't really seen before up to the West Coast Main Line over Shap route. Because people would think it would be unthinkable that a 80-90 mile route with that amount of depth and quality to it, and new physical assets as well, like castles and factories, universities, maybe new tree types here and there. But I do agree with you. We shouldn't just use Just Trains as the benchmark, and if a developer was to even get close to Just Trains, shouldn't be slandered for, not being as good as Just Trains or better than Just Trains. So no, I agree. I think Alan Thompson Simulation's first route for Train Sim World. Granted, he sweared quite a bit, but then again, I think it was not a normal live stream he does every weekday or weekend or something. He has a beer with his friends and has fun. And that's perfectly acceptable. I think Dovetail are doing a let's say more family friendly preview of the route. I think it was today or yesterday or something like that. So but yeah, the route looks solid. It doesn't look too bad. What was that? Sound like a bang from somewhere. Oh, reverses are neutral. Hello. My bad. Anyway, the next station stop is Queen's Park. What I am quite pleased with, is going into the launch of Alan Thompson Simulation's first route, the Manchester Airport commuter. There was, rumours and whispers going around, as there always would be, when a new product is close to being released. The rumour mill was on the forums is that, his business practices with his products. And the horror stories of his former work colleagues, describing having a horrible experience and all this and that. But keeping on tabs with the price. People were expecting his first product to be hideously overpriced. I was as well, to be honest. I was expecting it to cost maybe the same as a normal route, £30 in the UK, or was it $40 in the USA, and or maybe even more. You know, like £32 or $52. Sorry, $42 in the US. So it's quite nice in a way. Or it's. I was pleasantly surprised when the price was revealed and that it's cheaper than the normal prices we've come to expect. I am looking forward to the Just Trains Class 86-2. I'm very surprised it hasn't launched yet, considering it was announced, over a month ago, and even had a price and everything. So I was thinking, oh, well, it's probably going to come out next week or something, but hasn't been revealed date-wise. Anyway, let's get going. Let's go to Pollock Shields East.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station.
We've got a red signal just beyond the platform at Pollock Shields East. Whoop, game's struggling a bit here. Come on, game. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go, it's recovered. Oh, stop. I've gone a little bit far there. Oopsie daisy. There we go. I think we were okay. Yeah, we were fine. Nice branding there. Scotland's Railway. I do like the fact, Dix, you've got the English translation and the... I was going to say Scottish translation, but it's not. Is it Gaelic? Or I'm not sure. Oh, you know, you used to love cornetos, Sophie. You can't go wrong with a cornetto. The next and final stop will be Glasgow Central. Sorry, can just go down so Pepper's back in either directly or indirectly from other routes in long term. Well, hopefully, yeah, you know, they're still learning. Still learning probably how to, you know, get to grips with building a route for Train Sim World. So, as the old saying goes, every day is a school day. Learn something every day. Oh yes. Sophie. Oh, today was the preview. Ah, right, I see. So if you're still waiting for the proper 150 audio, do you mean for the Cardiff City network or the West Cornwall local version, or both? Well, you won't get it for West Cornwall local. That's no chance. Well, never know. I just have to wait until we've been given clearance to proceed into Glasgow Central. I mean, to be fair, I do quite like the 323 Sophie. I like the 323. I think it's a fairly decent multiple unit made by Dovetail at the time. Not sure if there weren't many major alterations to the 323 coming in the Manchester Airport commuter. Maybe some small tweaks here and there, but like suspension updates and all that kind of stuff. We just have to wait until we've been given the green light. Oh, there's even that there. Look, welcome to Glasgow Central. It's like a little. There's a 380 there, just departing to go round and round a circle. Is that O2? It is. The O2 Academy. Oh wow. Is that licensed? Must be. O2 is the telecoms company, isn't it? Yeah. Mobile phone network, yeah. The rolling stocks. Oh, that's pretty good. Didn't notice that before. Nice touch. Oh, we've got another train behind us. Whoops. It's all piling up at Glasgow. Oopsie daisy. We've got another train leaving as well. What's it looking like? Oh, busy. Oh dear. Better get a shift on. I am on time, well, for now, so I should be okay. We are going to be entering platform 12. So if you reckon 86 being the next release would be nice. Would be nice. I eagerly await with bated breath. I can't wait to get my hands on that 86-2. I will be buying it immediately because I know it's going to be good. Maybe it's probably in the pipeline somewhere of releases in the month of maybe hopefully July, if not maybe August. I don't know. I don't think a product has ever launched in August because normally Dovetail drop the sad but inevitable bombshell of there being a Train Sim World 677 or whatever they're going to call it this week. It really shouldn't be, but there you go. That's the way it goes. It will just get more and more annoying having numbered versions because you keep paying money for mostly the same game. But what's even more annoying is as time goes on, you get more and more loco add-ons and routes, and then of course you have to delete all of them and reinstall them all over again. So that's what really annoys me because you sat. Well, for me, I think it takes an hour to download 321 gigabytes worth of content to the main game. Yeah, it's busy at Glasgow Central. Trains coming in and trains coming out, and there's blue ScotRail trains all around. So there we go. That concludes the journey from Newton to Glasgow Central. Stopped at Kirkhill, Burnside, Crawford, Kings Park, Mount Florida, Cross Hill, Queen's Park, Pollokshields East, and Glasgow Central. Let's return to the timetable and find something else to do. Oh, it's Gaelic. Oh, wow. I'm glad I got that right. It was in my brain somewhere. The type of translation they have on the ScotRail signs. Sophia's one of her favourite. Oh, prizes at bingo. Oh, bless. 2 boxes of cornettos. Hey, I don't think anyone would complain winning 2 boxes of cornettos at the moment. Let's pick one just after rush hour. Neilston? Does it not do any to Neilston? Oh, it does. Very late in the day, though. Oh, I know why. Because I bet you the 380 does all of the... Hold on. Where is it? There it is. The 380 does all the one's going to Neilston, right? No? Yeah, oh, this version does, yeah, that pretty much does all of the Neilston duties, except a few in the early morning and early evening. Alright, we might as well do this one then. The 7:53 AM ScotRail service from Neilston to Glasgow Central, and then we'll finish it off with a run around the circle itself. June, clear day. Actually, no. Let's put some rain on the screen. Sophie and Nadia were both. To be fair, I did try the Cardiff City network. I obviously did the tutorials and released them on YouTube a few days ago. Yeah, the audio is different to the Class 150 from West Cornwall. I mean, it better bloody be, because the audio on the West Cornwall local is a shambles, really. But so it can't get worse, can it? But no, I was quite reasonably pleased with the 150. I had extremely low expectations of it, and I actually think it was okay. I think not perfect, but okay. It's better than I expected, especially from Dovetail. God, is that noise at a windscreen wiper? I swear that's different before. At the moment, it won't let me operate the Right, that's the marker lights. I wonder why it won't let me operate the windscreen wipers. That doesn't sound quite right to me. That sounds as though the wipers, like the sounds of the wipers are completely different. It's like that sound wouldn't be associated with this Class 1 314. I think I'll put it in slow, I think. Oh well, never mind. DSD. Alright, so here we are at the other end of the line. Of the route, Neilston. They've touched it up around here. I swear that building wasn't there before. It's like a little waiting room or a ticket office. Car park's okay. It's not the worst area I've seen. What's going on over here? Someone's garden. Car park to some football pitches.
Due to today's wet weather, please take extra care whilst on the station. Surfaces may be slippery.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard some audio announcements that is reflective of the current weather conditions. That's quite good. It's another 380 coming in. Right, let's skedaddle out of here. Oh look, and we got a 2 sets connected together, so it's a 6-coach train. Perfect. I need this, bro. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Interesting name for a profile on YouTube. Unless it's a fake or something, or a scam. You can never tell these days if it's a bot or a real person. The first station stop, I should say, on this run is Patterton. It's just over 3 miles away. Sophia, fine. Oh, boring. A free roam, yeah, free roam's a bit meh. I mean, there's nothing there, is there, other than the routes? You got to do a lot of work if you want to flesh it out in that free roam sandbox mode. It's an abandoned station we're just passing through. Does it say what it was? No, it doesn't say. Sophie, ScotRail got awesome dog boxes. Dog boxes? What do you mean, dog boxes? Well, not boxes to store like dog food or something. You don't mean that, do you? Surely. I know some railway companies have, you know, like a shop and they sell merchandise, like a branded teddy bear or a key ring or something. I'm not sure of a dog box though. Unless it's a toy one or something for the kids. I don't know. I mean, this is the first time I've ran a class 314 since the update to the Cathcart Circle line. I think it's over a year ago, isn't it? So yeah, quite pleased with the changes. You know, better textures on the on the windscreen with the rain coming down. The radio works. Well, before you couldn't, you know, press buttons and see the screen at all, but now you can, even if it does disappear now and again. It has a mind of its own. At least it's there, which is good. And it seems the textures in the cab as well, they seem to have touched it up a little bit. It looks like it's got better fidelity than before. But I like the 314. It's not too bad. It's not my favourite multiple unit, not by a long way, but it's pretty good. Especially if it's done well. I think I watched, I remember years ago, when this route came out, or it might have been 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't know. I remember when the route came out, I can't remember who it was, but it was someone on Twitch or YouTube. They did a crazy, I think it was like an 8-hour live stream of just literally just driving on the Cathcart Circle line for 8 hours, almost like you're being a ScotRail driver on the Cathcart Circle line. I can't remember who the person was. Did it? I think it was maybe for charity or something like that. I mean, we're talking years ago, so probably back in 2021, 2022, something like that. I can't remember who the person was who did it, but I remember I came across it briefly. It was he did was it he or she? No, I think it was a he. The gentleman who did it, I think must have done it for charity, and it was, like I said, an 8-hour live stream, just driving trains on the Cathcart Circle line pretty much all day, which is crazy, really. If you know what I mean, then, or you might have even watched that said stream all those years ago, then you might know who the person is. It was a crazy challenge. I certainly won't be doing that anytime soon. I don't think my PlayStation could cope for 8 hours straight, my goodness. Well, definitely not in these temperatures. I look forward to next week, where it's going to get a bit cooler and have some rain on the way. Well, that's what the weather forecast says. You can never trust it, though. It's not always accurate. Okay, we're pulling into the next station stop, which is White Craigs. Ooh, stop. Right at the platform edge, that'll do. Okay. As always, if you'd enjoyed the stream up to this point, And of course, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will take place on July the 7th, another new month will dawn tomorrow. And we will be sticking with the Cathcart Circle line because we're going to be going for a ride, or operating, I should say, the BR Class 380 electric multiple unit, which you've just seen pull into the station. I thought it was nice to do a stream with the 314 for a change, not let the 380 overshadow the 314. Plus, it's always good to see how the 314 is after one entire calendar year since had the remastered update. Speaking of remastered updates, this Great Western Express remaster update, it's taking a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it would be out by now, but I fear they may be holding it back on purpose so they can just dump it in the next Train Sim World game, Train Sim World 6, so it itches people to buy the new Train Sim World, which is yeah, unfortunate. Let's just put it like that. I mean, a whole lot of the stuff on the roadmap is going to be launched in Train Sim World 6 anyway, which is a bit disappointing. But, you know, I'm sure the devs making those products are going as fast as they can go. Ooh, stopped pretty much on the marks there. It's perfect. Here we are at Williamwood. Sophia Class 150 called dog boxes. Oh, right, okay. That's a nickname I have not heard before, describing a Class 153. Damn, I remember the days when there used to be I went on I think it was a 153, it might have been a 150. Oh, it was years and years ago. We were on holiday in Cornwall with it was me, Mum, Grandma and Grandad, and we went to St Ives, and the train they were using to get from St Ives to St Ives was a Class 150, I think, or a Class 153. It was one of those two. It was in first Great Western. You know, the purpley colours. God, that was like so long ago. So long. I think I must have been like 7 years old or something like that. Yeah, but I haven't been on a Class 150 or 153 since. It's only turbos and 800s. Out of the trains I usually end up riding, either going in and out of London or seeing family members or going on holiday to West Country, or going to Plymouth. I do occasionally go to Plymouth once or twice a year to see a couple of shows or productions with a good friend. I wish we had the HSTs though. It'd be so much more comfortable. I mean, as fast as the 800s are on the electrified sections in the Great Western Main Line, there's one thing you cannot deny is that they are insanely slow at accelerating when they're on non-electrified lines. They are hideously sluggish. HSTs no doubt are better accelerating on the non-electrified lines. There's no doubts about that. And they're more comfortable. Stop here. Oh, I've opened the wrong set of doors. Oops. Just have to close those left doors. There we go. The right. There we go, that's better. Okay. So here we are at the next station stop, which is how do I say that correctly? Muirend? I don't know. Muirend. I'm going to call it Muirend. I probably got it wrong. Got a little choo-choo train with the plants. It's good.
May I have your attention, please? Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and security.
Okay, let's lock the doors. The next station stop is, well, the name that this route is called, Cathcart. Cytokine at this point I've gotten used to just waiting to get those next TSW fares. No, I agree. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree, because, you know, they're getting more and more similar than ever now, aren't they? I mean, who could forget the outrage when TSW4 was revealed? There was hardly any changes at all. I don't think there was any changes to, like, what was it, the Creators Club, or the, what was it, scenario designer and livery designer, and things like that. I mean, there's only so many changes you can do to those particular modes, you know, in terms of layouts and different options and all that stuff. Same goes for the photo mode. But the photo mode was a welcome addition. That is something I did want to see in Train Sim World. Okay, we'll just have to wait. Here we are, Cathcart. What's around Cathcart then? Got the main road, this is good. Pavement and everything, excellent. There's the river. Is that the River Clyde? Probably got it wrong, but nice water texture. Looks very still. Here's the new water texture, isn't it? Or is it not? It might not be, actually. No, I think it is. And you got the other tracks that don't stop at Cathcart. Yeah, they connect up to the line to Newton. Oh, lovely. Yeah, like I was saying, going back to what Sideshow Kid said, you know, you're only going to get lower and lower sales of the new TSW variants at a full price because, you know, as I said, each variant that comes out just looks more and more similar to the preceding, the previous version, I should say, you know. The only real reason you'd get it is if there was a route or the three new corresponding routes would be like, you know, in your eyes, yeah, I want to get that. That looks fantastic. I mean, the West Coast Main Line itself was a great addition to Train Sim World. It was in a horrendous condition when it launched. I mean, it was awful. It was just awful. The scenery was just all over the place. Yeah, blimey. It weren't very pretty. It weren't very pretty, and the fact the timetable was incomplete as well. That didn't help. But it's in a reasonable state now. But it should have been in a reasonable state to begin with. I mean, we are paying customers at the end of the day, not beta testers. It's probably what Dovetail sees us as, to be honest. Anyway, the next station stop is Mount Florida. That's probably why Dovetail don't invite me to participate in these, you know, like special live streams they do over, you know, was it various times of the year, like I don't know, summer sales and festival of rail and all that kind of stuff. You know, they invite YouTubers to stream on their channel, basically. But they don't pick me because they probably don't like the fact I'm honest in my feelings about Train Sim World. Be it on or off the tracks, let's say. They probably don't like the fact I just criticise them about their business that they do with Train Sim World. Stop at the end of the platform here at Mount Florida. There we go. See if this GSMR radio can wake up. There we go. It's turned itself off. At least we can fiddle with it. That's something. Yeah, it's a nicely modelled cab, I must say. You can get out here and you can manually open the local doors with a flick of a switch. Signal bell. The next station stop is Cross Hill. It's just over 700 yards away. Round and round the Cathcart circle we go. Well, we're halfway round. Halfway round the circle. I haven't done a complete journey around the circle just yet. We will do shortly. I'm not going to sleep well tonight, judging by the current temperatures. I think the lowest it's going to get tonight is 19 degrees Celsius. Oh my god. Right, we have to stop at roughly here, I should say. That'll do, that's good enough. Right, I have some water. Lovely. Got a pretty steep downhill gradient of 1.1%. As we're quickly coming up to the next station stop, which is Queen's Park. I also look forward to that extension to the London Overground North London line. If that is done correctly, then hopefully the other extension to Clapham Junction will materialise. I still haven't purchased that route. I did state on previous streams that I'll only pick it up after the extension has been implemented. Okay. Well, that's okay. Banana Craft, no problems. I'm just doing a second journey now on this stream. Nearly finished. Went from well, the first service was from Newton to Glasgow Central. The second journey I'm doing is from Neilston to Glasgow Central, and then we'll do one more after this around, well, the circle itself. The next station stop is Pollock Shields East. There it is. Is that a 380? It is indeed. There's a 158 going somewhere. No idea where, but it's somewhere. It doesn't say where it's going. For your next and final stop will be Glasgow Central. Exactly 1 mile away. We've got a green, excellent. God, another 158, there's loads of them. Seen quite a few today. More so than the 170s. Thought we'd see a few more on my travels today. Not to be. Where was that one going? Yeah, same way down there. Wonder where it's going then. It's probably going around the circle, isn't it? Interesting. I think we've been given clearance into platform 9. So we should be okay to carry on. I think after I've had, I think after the stream is done, I think I might actually have a sandwich. Feeling rather peckish. I have a marmalade or a jam sandwich, I think. I normally have one in the morning, but I had brioche instead. I love brioche. Okay, platform 9 at Glasgow Central. You can see a Pendolino there in the distance. That's going to head back to London Neilston. Hopefully they can put the Pendolinos and the class 350s on Birmingham New Street on the Birmingham Cross City line, make it feel a little bit more lively. I could certainly do with a boost in AI traffic. Again, there's that 158 stalking me. They're everywhere. I'd like to know where they're going to, though. They're going around the circle, and obviously you can't do any passenger services with the 158 on this route. So, curious. I wish they'd implement the 5 circle line version of the 158 on the 5 circle line. I think they were going to make a new timetable for it, but they've remained deadly silent over it. I hope they do, because the ScotRail Express timetable they produced was actually pretty darn good in my view. Did I lock the doors? Let me try that again. Let's try again. There we go. I can turn the wipers off now. It's not accepting it. Oh, bother. Ah, there we go. It's done it in the end. Had to think about it. Okay, that took me just over 37 minutes, and we stopped at Patterton, White Craigs, William Wood, Muir End, Cathcart, and then the rest I've already said before. Right, we'll return to the timetable. That's a nice screenshot. And we'll do one more service going around the circle itself. Okay. Let's see if I can find one in the afternoon. There's one anti-clockwise, there's one clockwise, anti-clockwise. There's one clockwise, that'll be alright. Weather will be nice and sunny still. 1750, take me roughly 30 minutes. That's okay. Oh, the loading screen's decided to have a moment now. Again, another 6-coach train with this one. Okay, destination board light on. Gauges too high. Headlights on. Okay. Oh yeah, go and lock the doors. Silly me. Nearly forgot. Right, we should be right in the peak of the evening rush hour. Ah, 385 has turned up. Don't know where it's going though. Somewhere. Fives departing the station, going somewhere. There's a couple of 158s parked up. Where he's going, Barhead by the looks of it, or Barhead. This one's not in service. That's better. Yeah, it's good to see there's a lot of passengers around on the platforms. Okay, rock and roll, let's go. The first station stop will be Pollock Shields East. It's just over a mile away. Adam, do a flip. I'm afraid I can't. Trains can't flip, I'm afraid. I couldn't do a backflip for the life of me. Okay, speed limits increased to 20. Sophie, I don't think anyone could flip in a seat. You're absolutely right. I mean, you'd be mad if you were, you know, to go out on a run or, you know, for a jog or, I don't know, go to the gym or, you know, do any of that in this heat. My God, it'd be unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Just working in the heat is is exhausting in itself. Just trying to keep cool is a very tough task. Unless you're not working, that is. It's rather easy. It doesn't say, does it, where it's going, where it's coming from. Speed limit is increased to 30. It will be going up again to 35. But here is our first station stop for our final run, Pollock Shields East. Have to stop at the end of the platform. There we go. Adam, that's one of us in Scotland. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, very, very true. Very true. It's probably much cooler up there than it is in the south of England. No doubt about that. The next station stop is Queen's Park. But on a craft I can flip over in the garden to get a good tan. Stop near the end of the platform. That'll do. Ah, the milk was off. Good grief. Good God. It's crazy, that. Banana car moving twice. North Pole. Yeah, I don't think the polar bears and the penguins would like that, somehow. The next station stop is Cross Hill. Ooh, might have gone a little bit too far. No. Right on the money with that one. Thought I might overrun the platform, but no. Stopped just in time. Right, the next station stop is Mount Florida. Just under 900 yards away. I thought I'd be going the other way. I didn't think I'd be going anti-clockwise. Oh well, never mind. I thought I picked a clockwise service. Obviously I didn't. Once again we have to stop at the end of the platform. There we go.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your ticket ready for inspection.
Off we go. The next station stop is Cathcart. Just under 900 yards again. speed limits increasing to 40 miles per hour, albeit very briefly. After this station, we'll be able to stop at stations which I, well, haven't stopped at in this stream. I believe the 314s are now no longer in service in Scotland. I think that is the case. There we go. I think after the 38 stock was removed from the Isle of Wight, these were the oldest multiple units running in the UK, I think, prior to their withdrawal from service. Southern used to have some, obviously. I think they're gone too. Okay, about to visit a station that I haven't stopped at yet, which is Langside. Speed limit is 20 miles per hour currently. It will be shortly going up to 40. Oh yeah, of course they were sisters to the 314. Very similar in design and interior. Some are preserved, alright. Wonder what railways have them. I wonder if any preserved railways have any HST sets. I think the West Somerset Railway did have one, I think a couple of years ago, that visited the West Somerset Railway, actually doing some passenger services up and down the West Somerset Railway. I believe it was in exchange for putting a couple of HST sets in storage, as I think GWR were full to the brim. Came to storing their trains at one particular time in the southwest. Oh, I did the wrong doors again. There we go, that's the right doors this time. But I think GWR is trying to increase capacity of its depots and maintenance depots and all that. And there was murmurings going on that apparently the depot at Reading is apparently might be getting a facelift or an expansion. I'm not particularly sure. I mean, the area around Reading Station's always seems to be never-ending construction works. 1 minute it's high-rise apartment buildings, the next minute it's new development for businesses or something like that. I don't know. There was a multi-story car park that's near the Oracle shopping centre. It's a very old one, and that got demolished because it could no longer take the weight of modern cars. Would you believe it? You know, the big SUVs and electric cars and all that stuff, which I found quite surprising. It was quite an old structure, to be fair, but if it's not safe to even take newer cars, then you know it's got to be demolished. What it's become, there's probably a bunch of flats, probably. But yeah, the area around the station's always getting, you know, redeveloped. The next station stop is Pollock Shields East, right next to a few tower blocks. Now I have a good view of the railway. Imagine if you lived next to a railway. You could watch the trains go by from your bedroom every day. And again, it must be very annoying in the first few, in the early hours of the morning, you know, running up and down the tracks, lights flashing in your window. The next station stop is Shawlands, just over 600 yards away. Steep downhill gradient here at Shawlands. Whoa, stop. Bugger, I put it in emergency. Shouldn't have done that. Oopsie daisy. Should be okay. Yeah, the brakes are still fine. But anyway, what was I saying? Going back to depots, I think was it down in? I saw it on a forum on Facebook. I think there's a new set of sidings been purpose built for accommodating you know, the Class 800s or what are they called, the Intercity Express trains. I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere in the southwest. Either in, I think it was either at the depot or maintenance depot in Plymouth, or maybe right down at the west of Cornwall. Apparently, there used to be some sidings there, as was portrayed in the West Cornwall local route, if I do remember. But I think recently, yeah, they've obviously put their sidings back into use, or took the tracks up and rebuilt the entire area. It hasn't got a roof or anything like that. It's literally just a couple of new sidings with, you know, lights. Put it in emergency again. Oopsie daisy. Whoa, stop. Here we are, the next station stop, which is Maxwell Park. We didn't stop where we were meant to stop, but at least the whole train is on the platform. So that's something. There's a little sign there, Maxwell Park, behind a green fence. You'd think it would be on the other side of the fence, but there we are. Okay, the next station stop is Pollokshields West. Binoculars notice some HST trains at Sea Valley Robin. Oh, right. Because I know a few HSTs are getting exported to, is it Mexico or is it Africa? It's one of those two countries for passenger service. Well, it might even be Australia, actually. I'm not sure. Either way, they're getting a second life, which is good, and it's really testament to how good the HST still is. I think they're still running around. Is it up in Scotland and the southwest of England? But they are. I know the ones in the southwest are due to be replaced by. I think it's some 175s that used to come from Transport for Wales, if I'm not mistaken. Which is a shame. Oh, Coal Valley Railway. Oh, right, I see. That was the one. Not Sea Valley Robin. Sounds like the name of a good program on ITV or something like that. Comedy show. Or maybe a murder mystery. The next and the final stop will be Glasgow Central. And I think after once we stopped at Glasgow Central, I think I'll call it a day. I'm absolutely roasting. Oh my god. I'm pleased I've brought a bottle of water as well as a cup of tea. I had to close the blinds so the sun is not shining in the room. So intense the heat. I had to have the blinds down purposefully just to keep the sun out. Of course, it means it's always dark. You have to put the lights on when you really shouldn't have them on during the day. But there you go. Is that 1A02? Is it stopping here? No. It's just carrying on. Oh no, I see. Just under a mile to go from Glasgow Central. Survey Maxwell Park, so named in honour of a coffee. Oh, really? That I never knew. Wow. Did they invent coffee, did they? Well, unless it's where a particular coffee brand maybe began or something like that, I don't know. Speed limit's going down to 20. Oh boy, and the frame rates took a hit then. Should be a bit quieter now at Glasgow Central. Oh god, I hope the game doesn't crash right at the end of the stream. I'll go absolutely nuts if that's the case. If that does happen. Okay, we're given clearance to proceed into platform 3 of Glasgow Central. A dog went for a trim. Oh, good. Needs it in this heat. My mum's sister's dog couldn't go walkies today. Too warm. There's a Pendolino and the Pride livery there on the right hand side. There's occasionally a 350 that comes up to Glasgow Central. I think it's to mimic a type of service I can't remember. But here we are, end of the line. And there we are. Journey completed. And I've noticed that annoying texture bug again with in Train Sim World. But there we are. That concludes this journey. Took me just over 31 minutes, I should say. Stopped at Pollokshields East, Queen's Park, Cross Hill, Mount Florida, Cathcart, Langside, Pollokshields East, Shawlands, Maxwell Park, Pollokshields West again, and finally Glasgow Central. And that will be that, I think. I enjoyed that. Good fun. If you did enjoy the stream, of course, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. If not, then you could just add it to the. It'll be added to the Train Sim World live streams playlist on the channel. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will take place on July the 7th, 2025. May do a stream on one of the newer pieces of DLC I picked up over the weekend. Might not. Not too sure yet, but whatever it will be on Train Sim World. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next time.